Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. So, before we begin, I once again want to invite you to my Discord. You will find the link in the video description down below. The first 2-3 days of operation have been very smooth, over 400 members. It's really cool. Just come by, we can talk, we can play some games together. It's absolutely fun. The following gameplay is played ultra aggressive because I need to grind those civil lines and those RP. So here I am in the Italian, very beautiful OOOOF-40 MTCA. This is a very capable yet standard Western MBT, premium MBT I shall hasten to add, and the only thing that is really negative about this tank is it doesn't have thermal imaging, and this is sometimes really at a where you are at a disadvantage versus tanks, especially in an up tier, especially in night battles. Then you kind of feel a little bit naked, a little bit at a disadvantage. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is I want to rush A. Why? Because there is the bridge. And this bridge is one of the most secret spots in War Thunder, where you can go hull down, where you cannot really get surprised and the enemy have to completely, flank you from two sides to really get to a weak spot of yours. Very good for a British tank, you might think, but no British tank ever has been there. And so this is why you find cover, and also the hitboxes here are very, very tricky. They are not flawless, so you can abuse this a little bit. So I'm capping A together with a teammate, and then there is a Bradley. I hear an allied helicopter, he's good distraction, and then sadly I'm a little bit too high, but his gun barrel, his cannon breech is knocked out. Then the helicopter starts his attack run, and I use this chance because you can see those clouds of dust and dirt being kicked up, and I go straight over the bridge. Like in the middle of the fight, very early on. This is super aggressive. Don't do this at home, kids. This is just for pros. Okay, so we avoid here everything, and we are behind the ridgeline in hard cover. I myself cannot believe the luck, but I need to keep the momentum going, right? I need to really push it. I need to bring the fight to the enemies where they don't expect it. Object Nano 6, I focus him with the heavy machine gun on top of the tank, and then double kill on the Bradley. And this is so punishing because the Object Nano 6 tried to help the Bradley to repair, and so they were just distracted. They were in cover, they thought they'll be safe. I also saw a tank there, but sadly I couldn't shoot. I also saw another tank here on the left, and where is he? There he is. And yeah, I pick a moment where I think he is not looking at me, but did you see this? That was just 1 second and the gun barrel was aimed straight at me. I have this very weird feeling all the time. And then I saw on the right hand side of the smoke another tank, and I am just a touch too low and only hit the engine and transmission, blind him with the machine gun fire. And then I think to myself, should I really do it? You know, I get the kill assist on T55 AM1, which is great, so only that Merkava will remain. I tried to aim here at the machine gun tracers, but it didn't work. Again, I observe here some fight on across the map, basically. I am amongst enemy lines, and then I think to myself, should I risk it for the biscuit? And yes, and we, well, trade shots, but I get the better end of it, and only, quote-unquote, lose 2 crew members and the gun barrel, so I'm here to repair, and yeah, with only 2 crew members, the reload is a bit long, and that guy that I just killed recognized me, so yeah, that's a bit of a difficult spot. Now, I'm not here to spawn camp, but look where the cover was, and I'm already looking directly into the enemy spawn. My next target is B, and just look at what I achieved. A complete breakthrough on the western side of the map, and there are 3 tanks on the 3 line creating perfect crossfire, farming the enemy team and just putting so much pressure on them. This is the dynamic, this is the momentum, and you must not get to slow down. You know, I have them on the run, I need to push. They are in the defense, they're respawning, they have no clear picture of what's going on, and I just want to run by, but then I spotted an SPA, and yeah, I know that's spawn killing, but I promise that's the only one. And sadly, again, it was the same guy. So I remember the name in chat, and so I actually wanted to reply with a salute, as you know it, this 07, that means saluting somebody. And yeah, I'm still in the in the area where I'm detected for the enemy team on the minimap. So this is when you see the red circle around the enemy's spawn. This is not my intention. My true intention was B. I very often get criticized, and some special snowflakes think that this is spawn killing, spawn camping. No, that is not spawn camping. That was playing the objective, and that was pushing hard. And as you can see, I'm trying to get out of this situation, and while I love to be behind enemy lines, I get so attracted by SPA fire, and then I get here, the gun breach is orange, but I wedge him up so he can't get the guns on me to, you know, disable my gun breach, gun barrel whatsoever. And yeah, you can see he did no damage, and then we get a crew knockout. And again, two crew members only. I push through the smoke aggressively. I hurt a tank. I know that I have no time to lose, and I bounce the shell for the challenge. Oh no, from the Chieftain Mark III. Sorry about this. And I feel kind of sorry, but you know, if you're playing Britain, you're supposed to suffer, because I played for 3 days trying to grind the 2 heavy cruisers in naval forces with the Belfast versus Spes. I know what British suffering means. And now this is finally the promised land. The cap being free of not just enemies, but also allies that take away that RP and silver lines. No, I'm on the move. I'm on the run. And then I pop smoke, and I wedge myself against this rock to have as much hard cover as possible, because if you're in the cap and suddenly you cap, you can see I'm the only tank in the middle of the map, you're giving away your position to the enemy team. But as you can see, both A and C, both the left and the right flank, are under my team's control. I'm getting smoke reloaded. Pop it immediately before the other smoke, the first smoke, dissipates. I get a crew member back, and also, which is at the moment not so important, I also get some ammunition back. Time to breathe. Time to think. And that gets me killed. That gets me killed more often if I lose the momentum, if I'm not storming forwards like a brain-dead stormtrooper, like you get trained to do so in War Thunder. If you try to make a play, very often it gets you killed. You're overthinking things. And here you can see a classical example. This is so far, again, a very aggressive push. Now, there is aggression and there is being stupid. If you rush straight head on into 3-4 enemy tanks, that's suicide. That gets you killed. Except if you're in Gaijin's latest tier 6 premium tank, probably. And here I begin to overthink. I try to get off an ambush, but this is not the best ambush position. I see my own shadow, and so if an enemy tank comes, there's a chance that he sees my shadow, and you know, then he begins to think, and we're in a standoff, and then that's always bad, because the next tank to arrive here is most likely also an enemy tank. Then it's a 2 versus 1. They double team me, they get off a pincer maneuver, and then boom. And here I think, okay, I can just reposition, and no. Soviet balance strikes once more. But the object 7279, sorry about all those numbers, that got killed before he could decap, and so I don't respawn. And that was a gameplay of like, what, 8 minutes? Now let's have a look at the post-battle results. So 2 caps, 1 assist, and 6 kills. 91,000 silver lines and 12,660 RP. You know what, guys, that was a nice battle. I have no time, I have to go back to grinding, I'm in a real hurry. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, please give this video a like if it, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other in the skies and on the battlefields of War Thunder. Oxygen. Whew.